The trio is no more, and the Big Brother house is wide open when it comes to what's gonna happen next. Well, other than being roasted by Zingbot, that's a guarantee.
Zingbot!
Oh.
Zingbot was feeling messy.
Welcome to Oh Brother, I'm Anna Rumor with PopCulture, and today we're going to be diving into all the happenings in the Big Brother house this week, from nominations to evictions to new HOH, and of course, that Zingbot roasting. Whew, that was brutal. So buckle up, we're going to dive into Big Brother 26, episode 31. With T-Core gone and a shocking turn of events, and Janky World making everyone lose their damn minds, it's a whole new world for Rubina and Chemo, which means expect the unexpected. That's why I'm bringing in my friend and co-host Nick Valdez to talk about everything that is going down in the post-Janky world of Big Brother. Welcome, Nick.
Howdy everybody. I'm so excited. Every week has been so fun. I'm so happy that the show has not let up in terms of like what I guess, yeah, producers, what they're willing to do and keep this entertaining.
How they're willing to torture these people, yeah.
Yes. First, I gotta mention just Janky being killed off. Like that, I gotta admit, that kind of got to me. It was pretty graphic.
R.I.P. Janky. They massacred my boy.
They had him begging for his life. And I think that's what it was to me. I'm like, oh my god.
They like martyred him by the end. We're begging for him to come back and defeat like evil Ainsley now. Like, please have Janky be the winner of this season. Although I have to say, I think it's so funny that Janky's like death in the end of Janky World kind of overshadowed T-Core going home. Like, is it just me, or I felt like her eviction over Rubina was like shockingly anticlimactic when it comes to the impact that she had on the game.
I think so. It's because when you have such a big death, right? I think that's the thing. It's like, no, it's a little more serious.
Please, T-Core, just go to the jury house. We're mourning the death of Janky. I mean, it does like free up Rubina and Chemo to kind of glom on to whoever comes next. I guess that's like a big game implication, but we didn't really see a ton of that this week. I was kind of surprised.
Once again, it broke into, oh, there's another trio, which is, it's super funny. After all that talk to Leah last week about, oh, we got to take aim at the trio, and only for then to the other one to come into power after, and for Rubina and Chemo to essentially not play the game. And they all know that the others are a trio working together. That's the thing, too. It's like they all know that those three are working together, but they never once like went to Angela, at least in what we see. They never go to Angela and are like, look, let's figure this out.
Yeah, I mean, we could have a quad if we got Leah, Angela, Rubina, and Chemo together, but they're like, we have to avenge T-Core. And it's like, you can't be avenging people at this point in the game. There's not enough players, honestly.
You have to work with what you got. And then, honestly, yeah, if you know there's a trio, just like with Leah, you should be sitting there going, hey, let's figure out something to do. Let's figure out a way to fight back against these people in power. And clearly, it just does not work in their favor. Like, everything goes wrong in terms of, like, a winning HOH for them.
Yes, let's talk about HOH. We have that, like, candy stacking puzzle that we started at the beginning of Thursday's episode. And let's talk about Cam's performance for a second, because the more I see of him, the more I like him. Because him just, like, failing to stack anything and just doing things in a way that would never possibly work with the rules of physics, it was endearing, I have to say.
I know Zingbot called him a floater, and he is, but in these moments, I also love Cam, because like you hear him say stuff like, "Oh, well, this is stupid. I shouldn't be doing this," and then he goes, "Yeah, this is stupid," and then that's me. Like I'm like, "Oh yeah, I totally get it, Cam. I get where your head's at." And for as much as Cam floats, and for as much as people don't recognize it, they also do recognize it, which is funny. But he's still never once been in danger, and you kind of have to like, I don't know, you have to praise that. He's a floater, but he's a known floater. Like, everyone knows it, but yet still no one ever goes after him.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, he's like, we'll get to Zingbot in a few seconds here, but he is like impactless, which is almost a superpower. And he's in good position this week because it ends up being McKenzie who wins HOH. My girl is a comp beast. I am more and more impressed with her every week.
I love McKenzie. She's been fighting her way since like the AI arena to get to this point. She has a lot of credibility under her belt, and like winning at this late stage is clearly a big time to win it. But at the same time, I don't know if I like what she ultimately did with her time as HOH.
Agreed. And we're going to get to those nominations in just 1 second. I want to talk about Zingbot, though, because it was hit or miss for me this year. It kind of always is. Let's play a couple of our favorites right here.
Chelsie! I admire your face! But unfortunately, you don't have a prayer with Cam! Angela is melting down, can't stop crying. Obsessed with men, half her age,
Crazy
half her age, half her age. Obsessed with men, half her age.
Crazy
So creepy.
Okay, those were so savage. What did you think about him exposing Chelsea's crush on Cam? I mean, like, everyone knew it, but that was brutal.
Yeah, it's one thing to know it, right? But then to like have someone else that's not you confirm it, like that's a big deal. I'd be so embarrassed. I felt so bad for Chelsie in the moment, but it's also very apparent. I think after the Janky World stuff where she was like yelling at Cam for like moving his bed to like not be in the rain, but just because it was next to McKenzie, Chelsie freaked out. And it's there is something there, regardless of whether or not Chelsie can recognize that or not. There's something. I mean, Zingbot pointed it out, so you know.
It's because of that I was kind of surprised. I mean, not really. McKenzie's not like a super bold player. She's a comp beast. But like, whenever she decided to put up Angela in chemo, which is boring, I was like, Zingbot literally just exposed to the entire house that Chelsie has a problem with you and Cam being so close. We've already seen that play out. Like, why would you not take this as the opportunity to take your shot at her? Like, I don't know if you're going to get that again, you know?
I know she's working with them, but if you see such a volatile situation so close to you, why would you still cling to that? When you have, like, when McKenzie is still working with Leah, and yes, we all know Leah will work with whoever works with her, but that's also the game, right? McKenzie's doing the exact same thing. She's working with people who are convenient for her at the time. And so, if that's not being convenient anymore, why stick with them? It just doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. And that's why, like, her nominating Kimo and Angela, that's one of the reasons why. So the second reason why is that, oh no, this might be it for Angela, and I'm not ready for that.
We cannot lose Janky and Angela in the same week. I don't know if my heart can take it.
It's two icons. We cannot lose two Big Brother icons in the same week. I don't think I can handle it. I don't know if I'm going to keep watching. I will just say that.
You just come on this show and you zip your lips and you say, I am protesting. You took my Angela. I will not comment. There is more to come. Of course, we've got the veto. And then, as Julie teased, we've got double eviction coming this week, too. So it's going to be a spicy one. I think this would be a good chance to get out Chelsie. And not that I'm rooting against Chelsie, but also she's being a little annoying in the house with her whole Cam thing. So if she wanted to exit, that would be fine with me. Not gonna lie.
Just as a gameplay perspective, right? Like, Chelsie has been in charge, and she is pulling so many strings, and so many of her plans are coming to fruition. All we need is for Angela to make Chelsie her target. And if Angela makes Chelsie her target, then Chelsie can go home because she targeted T-Core, T-Core went home. Every one of Angela's targets goes home. So
Angela just needs to get into a public fight with Chelsie, and then Chelsie will magically go home. That's just how the season has been working. Angela Giesling, y'all. I am excited to see what comes. I hope it's not the end of Angela just because she's such good TV, but we are going to be recapping along the way. You might come back to us wearing black in mourning. We should have worn it today for Janky, but make sure that you are tuning in every week for our extended episode recaps, and then I'm recapping every episode solo too, so those are a bit shorter episodes. Make sure you like and subscribe down below, and head over to popculture.com for the latest in entertainment news. Until next time, from way outside the Big Brother house, I'm Anna Rumor with Pop Culture.
And I'm Nick Valdez from Comic Book.
Bye everyone!